morning. On Friday, I had two jobs come in, and they were from a client for, let me see here. One is for a place called Quartz Optical in Jamaica, and another is also for Quartz Optical, and this one is in Guyana. And I am here in the US. I've had this client, it's the same production company that I've had for a very long time. And I often wake up and there are commercials in my inbox, which is flippin' amazing because as a voice actor, I don't think it gets much better than that. When obviously auditioning is a huge part of what we do, but when you don't have to go out and audition and it just comes in your inbox, that's when you know it is the best. So I'm going to set up my computer and get to my day's work here. One for Jamaica, Quartz Optical, one for Guyana, Quartz Optical. And I'll go through my process, which I do. There'll probably be more than one this week, so I may do this again this week. But I'll just go through my process of how I run this kind of a job. There's a couple different kinds of jobs. One of the jobs you can do is where you just get a script, you record it, and you send it back in. That's kind of like the first level of voice acting, and that's what I'm doing for this company. And the reason I'm doing that is I've been doing it for so long that I generally send them 3 takes. They know what they like. I know what they like. And so we just kind of go through it that way. So I'm going to set it up. Let's see, can you guys see my computer here? There we go. This is my computer. So I personally work with 2 computers. I've got this one, and I've also got over here, just so you can see it, I have a stand-up stand that I love. And in this stand, it can go up. So if I was doing like something where I wanted paper, I especially used to do this a long time ago, more than I do now, I can put it straight up and put the paper on here, or I put it like this, so then I can put a tablet or whatever I want in here. So I've turned off my phone, so there's no noise coming in there. And what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to obviously turn on my computer. My process for doing both of these jobs at the same time personally is, excuse me, I like to, kind of warm up my voice a little bit, which I'm going to do here for just a minute because I did not do it yet this morning. I'm going to warm up my voice. I do an articulation exercise while I'm preparing my scripts. And to prepare my scripts, what I do is I go through and look at the key words in every line that I want to bring to the surface while I'm doing my articulation exercise. So you guys will see me doing that. And I like to record all of my scripts at the same time. So since I have 2 for this client this morning, I will end up with per job, sorry, first thing in the morning after the weekend, but I will end up doing 3 takes that they will be final takes of each script for my client. So I'll be doing 6 total, but you will hear me doing a number of different ones because I kind of pick and choose and then send them. For this client, since I've had them for so long, I send them 3 really good takes that they have to work with. I edit it all. They do the post-production, obviously, for radio, but I do it so that it's good enough so that they can pretty much plug and play whichever of the takes that they like. So today what I'm going to do is I have a bunch of videos to shoot just in general for stuff. So I'm going to do these 2 voiceovers first, and then I'm going to get them recorded and probably save the editing for later, since it's relatively quiet here in my neighborhood, get those done and then go on. So what I'm going to do right now might be a little boring for just a second, but I have to go in my computer and get these files saved and label them because I'm going to do one back to back. So let me get this open here and going. Like I said, I have 2 computers that I run. And a lot of people, while I'm pulling this up, I can just tell you, a lot of people think that voiceover is, which it is, a lot of drama, a lot of fun. Like I've done some video games and audiobooks and all of that kind of stuff. But I think what makes a really successful voiceover career is having long-term work. And so when you have like bread and butter work, like this is going to be, it's amazing because it comes in, you understand the client, you know what it's going to be like, and you just do it. So, okay, so this first job, what my process is, I look at my script for my client and I go, okay, this one is, let's see here. I had it up just a second ago. Okay, I'm gonna do the first one. So this is called Optical Glimmer and Glow, and it's in Jamaica. And so what I do is, I check to make sure, obviously, that everything is set up, which it should be. I keep my studio, I have a closet. I had a house built and have a closet in the house built for this because I've just been doing it for so long. So everything is and should be set up. So the first thing that I do is I check, of course. Check, check, testing 1, 2, testing 1, 2, just to make sure it all sounds okay. And it is. Everything just, I love it. I didn't used to have this situation where everything was just set up for me. Now it's all set up. So I literally will walk in, do this, and walk out. And then later, after I've done like whatever I do for my day, I'm seeing a couple coaching people today, and living life and doing that kind of thing. Because being a voice actor, you have the freedom to go do whatever you want to do in the middle of the day and then come back and edit. I just promised them on Friday to have this back by the end of the day. Anyway, okay, so I'm going to do my routine. And my first step for me is the pencil trick. I do this because it really helps with articulation, and it gives me a chance to read through this script and understand what it is. I have kind of a natural sense for the timing because I've been doing this for so long. So I just kind of go through and see what the timing is. This one, let me just make a note to myself. So I get the title. Since I do these so often, I always am very, very picky about my titles that I do for them. So my title here is going to be, let's see, Optical, Jamaica, and then this is for, so you can see, I mean, look at how many jobs I've done for this client. Like this is just one, I don't know if you can see that. This is, each one of these little pods has a bunch, so this is just for 2025. So this is how often I voice for them, bless them, because I just love having this kind of a client. But so I make a little folder and I keep it very organized because, believe it or not, as a voice actor, if you do not keep your stuff organized, when you get your first couple jobs, right, from a client, like when this client first hired me, whenever, years and years ago, I did not know that I would have the same client for 15 years. And what I did not know is that they were going to go from, I started out with Ashley Furniture for them in one location. And now they are all across the Caribbean, and they took on a second client, this optical company. So now I do the Ashley Furniture, which is all across the Caribbean, and the optical for them. And it keeps me super busy. And I'm so thankful for that. And the other thing about it though is when I go on a trip and travel, I can go for maybe, I have gone away for a week. But generally speaking, I bring my portable studio because they have so much work that the work always comes. So they are always my priority to make sure they're happy and they like what I do. Okay, so I've got this labeled Glimmer and Glow. All right. So first step in my process is the pencil trick. I look at my script, I look for keywords, I go through it, I make sure that I am, really articulating well. So here I go with that. Glimmer and glow with the trendiest styles and frames at Quartz Optical. Find the right frame for you and get 10% off from Armani Exchange, Prada, and so much more. Double your discount with Quartz Ready Finance. Get 20% off credit purchases 12 months and over. Book your eye examination today at www.quartzoptical.com. It's your season to shine in the latest frames, only at Quartz Optical. Value you can see. Offers end December 31st, 2025. Conditions apply. Okay, so now that I did that, I know what I'm reading, and I can just make it like a very quick, easy thing. And I use my clicker, of course. There's many different ways that you can process these kind of things. Some people use punch and roll, which is what you can do in your system. I like this because I have a system, and my system makes it quick. And when I go to edit later today, it'll be quick. So you'll hear me doing 3 takes. I'm going to do them back to back, just start to roll. And then I'm going to do some extra takes at the end because this way I can punch stuff in, because inevitably I want to send them 3 perfect takes, and it may not be perfect if I don't, go through. Oh, and the other thing is my favorite thing ever, for dry throat and hoarse voice, entertainer's secret, this stuff just makes things zippier. Okay. Glimmer and glow with the trendiest styles and frames at Quartz Optical. Find the right frame for you and get 10% off. From Armani Exchange, Prada, and so much more, double your discount with Quartz Ready Finance. Get 20% off credit purchases 12 months and over. Book your eye examination appointment today at www.quartzoptical.com. It's your season to shine in the latest frames, only at Quartz Optical. Value you can see. Offers end December 31st, 2025. Conditions apply. That was take one. Glimmer and glow with the trendiest styles and frames at Quartz Optical. Find the right frame for you and get 10% off from Armani Exchange, Prada, and so much more. Double your discount with Quartz Ready Finance. Get 20% off credit purchases 12 months and over. Book your eye examination appointment today at Quartz Optical. Book your eye examination appointment today at www.quartzoptical.com. It's your season to shine in the latest frames, only at Quartz Optical. Value you can see. Offers end December 31st, 2025. Conditions apply. And take three. Glimmer and glow with the trendiest styles and frames at Quartz Optical. Find the right frame for you and get 10% off from Armani Exchange, Prada, and so much more. Double your discount with Quartz Ready Finance. Get 20% off credit purchases 12 months and over. Book your eye examination today at www.quartzoptical.com. It's your season to shine in the latest frames, only at Quartz Optical. Value you can see. Offers end December 31st, 2025. Conditions apply. Okay, so that was my 3 takes. So those are the primary takes I'm going to use in my process. What I do is I separate those out into 3 different recordings that I send back. Now what I'm going to do is just quickly, maybe 2 takes of every line. So I have a backup. So if something's not perfect, I can add in my perfect lines to make it all sound good. So glimmer and glow with the trendiest styles and frames at Quartz Optical. Glimmer and glow with the trendiest styles and frames at Quartz Optical. Glimmer and glow with the trendiest styles and frames at Quartz Optical. Find the right frame for you and get 10% off from Armani Exchange, Prada, and so much more. Find the right frames for you and get 10% off from Armani Exchange, Prada, and so much more. Double your discount with Quartz Ready Finance. Double your discount with Quartz Ready Finance. Get 20% off credit purchases 12 months and over. Get 20% off credit purchases 12 months and over. Book your eye examination appointment today at www.quartzoptical.com. Book your eye examination appointment today at www.quartzoptical.com. It's your season to shine in the latest frames. It's your season to shine in the latest frames. Only at Quartz Optical, value you can see. 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 Offers end December 31st, 2025. Conditions apply. Offers end December 31st, 2025. Conditions apply. Offers end December 31st, 2025. Conditions apply. Okay, so that's done. So we've got those recordings done. And now I am going to go and do my second recording. I feel like if you do it all at once, it's a little bit of an easier road because then, you've got the vibe, you've got the style, you're kind of just all in. And then you can do your editing later if you want. That's at least often how I do it. And honestly, it takes a lot of energy to voice things. I know that might seem kind of crazy. I'll talk to you while I'm setting this up. But it takes a lot of energy to voice stuff. And what people often don't realize is it sounds like you're just kind of going into the studio and you're like, okay, I'm just going to go in and record a little bit and all of that. But to bring the kind of energy like this piece, this is a different one. This is what I would consider a hard sell. So when you think about the kind of commercials and the kind of things you can voice, this is a hard sell, meaning it's got to really have a lot of lift and, kind of energy to it. So you need to bring your A game, right? So that's a little bit why I do the pencil trick too. If I'm tired and I am not feeling like it, the client doesn't care. I still have to have this done by the end of the day. So sometimes for me, doing this in the morning, it works a little bit better for me because this is the first thing that I'm going to do today. I'm going to get these recordings knocked out. And this is going to be, oh, hi, Curtis. I see, Curtis, that you are there. I'm sorry. I saw that you lost your dog. I'm sorry about that, but I hope you're well. I think about you. I'm going to show you Curtis. If anybody else is watching, Curtis is a student of mine, or has been a student of mine, and look what he made me. He made me this beautiful piece of art. It's right here on the bottom. And Curtis made that for me. And I have it up here. This is my student wall where my coaching students, have put stuff up there, which is so awesome. So thank you, Curtis. And I hope you're well. Okay, let me set this back down here. Anyway, okay, so now I'm going to go to, this is a little bit of a different project. So I'm going to give it a different project name. But again, this is Quartz Optical in Guyana. So Guyana is a different location. So now I do another folder, kind of open it up. I know you guys can't really see my computer here, but anyway, this is Quartz Optical in Guyana. So I give it a good label. Like I said, when it comes to billing for these projects, the client is going to expect me to send billings. I send billings to this client every single month. Oh, thanks. I see, Curtis. If anyone is watching and needs a coach, look no further. Alena is awesome. Thank you, Curtis. I hope you're well. I hope you're using your voice a little bit. That's what I hope, is what I hope for everybody that I work with, and myself included, and even people I don't work with, because I think it's self-expression is so good. But I appreciate that. Anyway, and I don't even know if I have comments on or off. I know I can see them, but I don't know if, welcome to live chat. Okay, I don't know. Maybe people can see those comments, maybe they can't. I don't know. I'm not really, this technology of this is new for me. This stuff I've been doing forever. So it's much easier. Anyway, what I was saying is the billing. This particular client, I send them one bill a month, and I take everything that I did for that month and I write down everything for them. So I make sure that I have the name of the job. I make sure that I have the date of the job. And I make sure that everything is super organized for them. So our billing is really consistent. My job as a voice actor, everybody thinks it's just all about how you voice, which that's really important. But my job as a voice actor is to make it super easy for my client when it comes to billing, when it comes to it all. So it's just turnkey for them, so that they've got so much going on to produce these spots, so they can have their voice actor and just be like, that's taken care of. Oh no. I'm gonna see if I can record. I hear loud rocks or something being poured outside. Let me see if I can keep going here. If they're making too much noise, I will stop. So, okay, now I'm in Optical, Guyana, Glimmer and Glow, and today is 12/8. Oh, it's the trash man is here, right in the middle of this. Maybe they'll go past, and maybe I can just kind of run through this again with the pencil, and then by then they'll be up the road, I hope. So, anyway. Pencil trick for articulation. I don't care what anybody says. I think the zippier, meaning for certain kinds of jobs, the more clear you are when you speak, makes all the difference in the world. So I'm gonna do my pencil trick. Let that trash truck, I think it's gone, but I'll go through it once. Here I go for my articulation exercise. Glimmer and glow for the trendiest styles and frames with Quartz Optical. Oh, by the way, you guys are going to think, oh, this sounds just like the last script. But this is the ideal client for somebody like me anyway, because these guys are in all these locations, right? The Caribbean's really big. So they're in all these locations, and I've got Quartz Optical and Ashley Furniture that I do for them. So this script, they have different languages, a little bit of different things that they've got. So this script is like a tiny bit different. I don't believe in just editing out the other one and making those changes that way, because I'm faster at just doing the recording. Plus, I want my client, now there's AI, there are ways that they can take it and make it sound, merge things together. I want my client to feel like they're getting a custom real voice for every single location they have. So for me, it's important to, read each script differently so they can have that authentic, original recordings that they have. So Glimmer and glow with the trendiest styles and frames at Quartz Optical. Find the right frame for you for Armani Exchange Prada. Oh, from Armani Exchange Prada and lots more. Get up to 60% off credit purchases 18 months and over, or 20% off cash. Double your discount with Quartz Ready Finance. Plus, you can book your eye examination appointment online today at www.quartzoptical.com. It's your season to shine. The latest frames only at Quartz Optical. Value you can see. Offers valid December 1st through 31st, 2025. Okay, so pencil is done, and for me, I want to connect with my listener. I believe in the art of expression, whether it's coaching, whether it is doing, this is for an eye company where they're selling eyeglasses. I think it's a thing that could be really helpful for people. So, um, I want to really connect. Okay, here we go. As a reminder, I'm going to do 3 takes. They're going to get their 3 takes that are going to be final for them, but then I do a few takes afterwards to make sure I don't miss anything and that I can punch in my spray, because it just takes out all that. At least for me it does. That and not eating cheese, although it's the holidays, and I had a few holiday parties this weekend and too much cheese, so hopefully I don't have to take out too much mouth noise. Okay. Glimmer and glow with the trendiest styles and frames at Quartz Optical. Find the right frame for you from Armani Exchange Prada and lots more. Get up to 60% off credit purchases 18 months and over, or 20% off cash. Double your discount with Quartz Ready Finance. Plus, you can book your eye examination appointment online today on www.quartzoptical.com. It's your season to shine in the latest frames. Only at Quartz Optical. Value you can see. Offers valid December 1st through 31st, 2025. And I just redid that little bit again because this was a little hard that I hit on the offers. And I figured I'm kind of a perfectionist with these things. So I know I'll be changing that later. So that's take 1. Glimmer and glow with the trendiest styles and frames at Quartz Optical. Find the right frame for you from Armani Exchange Prada and lots more. Get up to 60% off credit purchases 18 months and over, or 20% off cash. Double your discount with Quartz Ready Finance. Plus, you can book your eye examination appointment online today at www.quartzoptical.com. It's your season to shine in the latest frames. Only at Quartz Optical. Value you can see. Offers valid December 1st to 31st, 2025. And the last take. Glimmer and glow with the trendiest styles and frames at Quartz Optical. Find the right frame for you from Armani Exchange Prada and lots more. Get up to 60% off credit purchases 18 months and over, or 20% off cash. Double your discount with Quartz Ready Finance. Plus, you can book your eye examination appointment online today on www.quartzoptical.com. It's your season to shine in the latest frames. Only at Quartz Optical. Only at Quartz Optical. Value you can see. Offers valid December 1st. Offers valid December 1st through 31st, 2025. And then, of course, I'm going to do I do some takes at the end just to kind of have some material to punch in, because those takes aren't perfect. They're close, but they're not exactly what I want to send to the client. So I do a few just safety. Glimmer and glow with the trendiest styles and frames at Quartz Optical. Glimmer and glow with the trendiest styles and frames at Quartz Optical. Glimmer and glow with the trendiest styles and frames at Quartz Optical. Find the right frame for you from Armani Exchange Prada and lots more. Find the right frame for you from Armani Exchange Prada. Oh, now I'm just realizing it's not Armani Exchange Prada. And that's, if I could show you, look. I don't know if you guys can see this, but it's written here. You probably can't see it. It says from Armani Exchange Prada. Do they mean Armani, Exchange, Prada, or do they mean Armani Exchange Prada? I have no idea, but I'm gonna, since I send them 3 takes, I'm gonna do a couple as if there's commas there. I don't know. Find the right frame for you from Armani Exchange Prada and lots more. Find the right frame for you from Armani Exchange Prada and lots more. Find the right frame for you from Armani Exchange Prada and lots more. Get up to 60% off credit purchases 18 months and over, or 20% off cash. Get up to 60% off credit purchases 18 months and over, or 20% off cash. Get up to 60% off credit purchases 18 months and over, or 20% off cash. Double your discount with Quartz Ready Finance. Double your discount with Quartz Ready Finance. Plus, you can book your eye examination appointment online today on www.quartzoptical.com. Plus, you can book your eye examination appointment online today on www.quartzoptical.com. It's your season to shine in the latest frames. It's your season to shine in the latest frames. Only at Quartz Optical. Only at Quartz Optical. Only at Quartz Optical. Only at Quartz Optical. Value you can see. Value you can see. Offers valid December 31st. Offers valid December 1st to 31st, 2025. Offers valid December 1st to 31st, 2025. Offers valid December 1st to Offers valid December 1st to 31st, 2025. And that is a wrap for recording. So I've got my recordings now, and like I said earlier, what I'm going to do is I'm going to shoot some videos. I do videos for my Instagram and YouTube channel. So I'm going to shoot some videos now. I'm going to do a little coaching for some voiceover students later today. Then I'm going to come back and edit these because these are due by the end of the day. But editing, I can sip some tea and take it easy. And I want to get all of my on-camera / VO work done while I'm spunky this morning. So thanks, you guys. I hope you all have a fantastic day and holiday, and see you later. Bye.